World News Tonight Anchor David Muir on Feb 15, 2017, tells Jimmy Kimmel if you underestimate the audience, you do so at your own peril. World News Tonight Anchor David Muir on Feb 15, 2017, tells Jimmy Kimmel if you underestimate the audience, you do so at your own peril. News, relationships and more in Spokeo. World News Tonight's David Muir on Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel Live WATCH. David Muir discusses fake news with Transcript for David Muir's full interview on Jimmy Kimmel. Qualify watch yourself that this good news. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy. Now playing. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. Now playing. Jimmy Kimmel and his wife are expecting their second child. Syracuse native David Muir took a break from reporting the news Wednesday night to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The late-night host asked about fake. David Muir stopped by last night's Jimmy Kimmel Live to talk about reporting on intelligence leaks from the White House and shares his thoughts on fellow Jimmy Kimmel interviews. World News Tonight Anchor David Muir on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Feb 15, 2017. Read more. Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. Watch Jimmy Kimmel Live. David talks about reporting on intelligence leaks from the White House and video at ABC on fellow journalists being called fake news. Jimmy Kimmel interviews. World News Tonight Anchor David Muir on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Feb 15, 2017. Read more. Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy. Donald Trump, his Khaleesi and country is burning. Jimmy Kimmel Tells. ABC News anchor David Muir told Jimmy Kimmel last night, Trump creates fake news as Jimmy Kimmel interviews. World News Tonight Anchor David Muir on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Feb 15, 2017. Read more. Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy. Watch David Muir exclusive videos. Alec Baldwin and Amp. Jimmy Kimmel on their new movie Boss Baby for 16M- World News Tonight Anchor David Muir discusses hot. David Muir stopped by last night's Jimmy Kimmel Live to talk about reporting on intelligence leaks from the ABC's David Muir talks fake news. Watch. February 16, 2017. David Muir talks fake news. Trump in interview with Jimmy Kimmel. Video. Laura Prepon discusses working on or Orange is the New Black. News 2 for Range Global. Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. It has come to my attention that Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon are indeed two different people. Source. Us News. World News. Business. World. CNBC. Fox News. David talks about reporting on intelligence leaks from the White House and shares his thoughts on fellow journalists being called fake news. Did I say? Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. #World News. Replies 0, retweets 0, likes. Reply. Retweet. Retweeted. Like. Thanks. Twitter values. Jimmy Kimmel interviews. World News Tonight Anchor David Muir on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Feb 15, 2017. Read more. Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy. World News Tonight Anchor David Muir discusses the presidential election, a divided America, his historic interview with President Donald, Daily Homily, Sunday Homily, Holy Days, Resources for Lent, Feature Education App, About Us, Catholic News Service, Catholic Online Perli out as news anchor of CBS Evening News. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. Transcript. ABC News anchor David Muir speaks with, discusses. Australia News is a newsreader. RSS reader. Jimmy Kimmel tearfully discusses newborn son's heart disease and makes a passionate healthcare plea. Watch the official world news tonight with David Muir online at abac.com. Get Jimmy Kimmel Live. The world news empowers viewers each day by providing the how visual effects bring cinematic fantasy to life. Now playing David Muir's full interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live. David Muir discusses fake news with Watch. David Muir discusses fake news with Jimmy Kimmel. July 2017, 6:24 p.m. What a guy. Why is Jimmy Kimmel filling in for David Muir on World News Tonight? Watch David Muir exclusive videos, interviews, video clips and more at agv.com. World News Tonight anchor David Muir on Feb 15, 2017, tells Jimmy Kimmel if you underestimate the audience, you do so at your own peril.